go. Kareem in a dunk contest.
Hi, I'm Don Crickey, and this is the CBS Slam Dunk Competition. The best slam dunkers in all of basketball are competing for upwards of $50,000 in prize money, with the ultimate payoff to the winner, a check for $15,000. Here's how it works. It is a man-against-man elimination contest. Each athlete gets 5 slam dunk attempts. For each one that's good, he gets 2 points. The biggest scoring area is style. We have a 3-man panel of judges, and the maximum score from each judge for style would be a 10. So the best score any player could get would be a total of 40. If they should tie after they each take their 5 slam dunk attempts, we go to a 1 slam dunk sudden death playoff. Now let's meet our panel of judges. On the right is Mendy Rudolph, CBS basketball analyst, former NBA official. Next to Mendy, one of the great backcourt players from the Boston Celtics, Sam Jones, 6 times a member of the World Championship team at Boston. And nationally known basketball writer Larry Bortstein, our 3rd judge. And now, Richard Washington leads off the competition. The 1975 NCAA Championship Tournament Player of the Year.
I ain't know
Richard
Kansas
Washington
City had a
signed
team.
as the #1 draft choice of Kansas City after his junior year.
Oh,
UCLA
okay.
passed up his senior year. At 6'11", 230 pounds, he can run with the guards. And as you can see, Richard Washington get way up in the air. They say he's going to be an all-pro and an all-star quality player for years to come. Got better every game, but the Kansas City Kings does not get that one to go on the turnaround. Richard Washington makes very sure of his center line jump shot coming from off the foul line to bang it down. So Richard Washington hits 4 of 5 shots, 8 points on shooting as we await the style point breakdown. You watch Richard Washington with that great agility despite his enormous size. 24 points on style, 8 points on shooting. Richard Washington with a total of 32 points. And now, a man who preceded Richard Washington on national championship teams at UCLA, the great Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. In the midst of one of his greatest seasons ever, #3 in scoring in the NBA, #2 in rebounds, #1 in field goal percentage, has blocked more shots than any player in the league, and recently selected the NBA Player of the Year for the 5th time in his 8 seasons.
See where Mike got that from?
His 4th attempt, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar spins it. His 4th attempt.
Oh my goodness.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar spins it off and knocks it down, so he has already equaled the shooting total of Richard Washington. And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar gets all 5 of his slam dunk attempts.
Okay, Kareem.
So now, as we watch Kareem Abdul-Jabbar come down the middle in slow motion and soar up into the air, vaulting up over the rim, the style point breakdown after this double clutch and a pump fake slam down is an 8-5, an 8-5, and an 8-5. And it's going to be Kareem Abdul-Jabbar advancing with a total of 35.5.
Good stuff, Kareem.
And here is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who just advanced, beating fellow UCLA alum Richard Washington. It's tough to knock one of those UCLA Bruins out, but that was a good round.
Yeah, I think I got a break when Richard missed one. It's kind of tough to improvise on dunk shots. They're just basically all the same.
Well, congratulations, Kareem. We'll see you in the rounds to come.
Okay, thank you.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar advancing. This is the CBS Slam Dunk Competition. Today you'll be watching Joe C. Merriweather, the big center from the Atlanta Hawks, competing against a very fine leaper from the San Antonio Spurs. This is George Gervin, the highest scoring player.
Oh, we got Iceman.
The highest scoring team in the NBA.
Okay, let's go. That's pretty cool.
Hi, I'm Don Crickey, and this is the CBS Slam Dunk Competition. The best slam dunkers in all of basketball are competing for upwards of $50,000 in prize money, with the ultimate payoff to the winner, a check for $15,000. Here's how it works. It is a man-against-man elimination contest. Each athlete gets 5 slam dunk attempts. For each one that's good, he gets 2 points. The biggest scoring area is style. We have a 3-man panel of judges, And the maximum score from each judge for style would be a 10. So the best score any player could get would be a total of 40. If they should tie after
40.
they each take their 5 slam dunk attempts, we go to a 1 slam dunk sudden death playoff. Now let's meet our panel of judges. On the right is Mendy Rudolph, CBS basketball analyst, longtime NBA referee, the dean of NBA officials for so many years.
We already know who they is.
10-inch 200. We lead third
Who
to
is
6
this,
Boston Celtics basketball right. C. Merriweather, a 6-foot,
Oh,
10-inch,
Josie Merriweather.
215-pound center out of Southern Illinois, now with the Atlanta Hawks. Merriweather is one of the fastest big men in the NBA. Very lithe, very quick. And as you see, the great ability to get up in the air as he hits his first 2 shots. Making all 5 slam dunks, very vital to each athlete. 2 points for each successful attempt. And of course, the style point breaks down from the panel of judges, the biggest point determinant. Josie Merriweather gets all 5 of his slam dunk attempts, a total of 10
Kareem
points
still
on
winning.
shooting. As we watch him come down the middle in slow motion.
Let me see.
And now, the style point breakdown. 8, 8, and 8, 5, 24.5 on style, 10 on shooting, 34.5 for Joe C. Merriweather. And now to shoot at that is George Gervin, the man they call the Iceman from the San Antonio Spurs. Could not get the first to go and loses the handle on his second try. So George Gervin, one of the highest scoring players in the NBA, at a big disadvantage now.
Oh, man, ice is different.
One of his patented shots, the cradle lock dunk. George Gervin at 6'7" plays in the back court. Typifies the evolution of NBA players. Big men now moving the ball in the back line. George Gervin, though, having trouble finding the handle. And George Gervin now, as we watch him in slow motion, watch him get up in the air. His timing was off on this series of dunk attempts. This one was right down and good. And here is the point total breakdown. It's not good after the missed dunk shots. A total of only 18 points on style, 4 for making just 2 shots. Merriweather's the winner. All right, let's meet now Joe C. Merriweather, who just advanced. Joe C., beat a tough man, and you had to really get up to do it. He's getting higher and higher every week as the money goes up.
Yes, it is. Looking forward to it.
You're thinking about that money?
Oh, yeah. A lot.
All right, Joe C., congratulations. We'll look for you in the finals.
Okay, thank you.
The 3-man panel of judges will determine on a 0 to 10 basis the style of the performances. A perfect score would be 40. The competition you'll be watching in a moment is a little different than what's been going on in the past. This is a round-robin tournament. There'll be 3 top NBA players competing. The 2 with the highest point totals at the end will advance to the quarterfinal round. The 3rd man is out. And now let's meet our 3-man panel of judges. On the right is Mendy Rudolph, CBS basketball analyst and longtime official in the NBA. Jones reports Nicky Johnson, the 6'10" forward from the Chicago Bulls, and Nicky's timing is off on try number 1. Of course, 2 points for each slam dunk attempt that's successful, and Nicky just can't get it going as his first 2 tries come up short. Now he gets it down.
That's nice. That's a nice dunk right there.
Johnson was second to Artis Gilmore as the Chicago Bulls' top scorers this season. And here is Johnson with his final attempt. He gets that down, but made only 2 of 5. So he got 4 of a possible 10 points for making the shots. Style points from the judges, 6, 5, 5, and 5. A total of 16, 5, 20.5 for Mickey Johnson. As we pointed out, this is round-robin competition. You'll see each athlete take 5 slam dunk attempts twice.
Oh, what?
Competition. You'll see each athlete take 5 slam dunk attempts twice. This is round-robin competition. You'll see each athlete.
Ooh, I got that. I'm so happy I got my keyboard, boy. Oh, my goodness. What the? Hey, he did the logo before Mike. I like that.
Slam dunkers in basketball, Darnell Hillman of Indiana.
Ooh.
He really revs up the crowd, comes flying in as Hillman can get his head up over the rim.
This the best dunker
Number
right
3
here.
is up and down, and Darnell Hillman goes up for shot number 4. Lost the handle, so he is 3 for 4. Down it goes on try number 5. He hits on 4 of 5 slam dunk attempts.
He might be Kareem.
And here is the style point breakdown.
He might be Kareem,
8,
bro.
9, and 8. Look at Dr. Dunk get up in the air. 25 for style, 8 for the slam dunks that were successful. A total of 33 for Darnell Hillman. The two-time All-American from UCLA, Richard Washington, sets his first try down.
Nice.
Washington, the 1975 NCAA Tournament Player of the Year. Richard Washington gets 3 down in a row now. Very important, making all 5 because the 2 previous competitors, you recall, missed 1 or more. Richard Washington gets them all. Eight, and 8-5. 24-5 on style, a perfect 10 on scoring, 34.5. Richard Washington is in the lead.
Good dunk.
Darnell Hillman comes back on his second series of 5
Oh.
attempts. Darnell Hillman comes back on his second series of 5 attempts and gets 2 in a row. Hillman, a former All-American at San Jose State, led the U.S. Army to a championship game
Nice.
basketball before going to San Jose State. Now a standout in the NBA. In the NBA. In the NBA.
Oh my God, he just punched that in there. Wow. Oh no, I didn't mean to do this. Gotta go back, zoom back in. See, got my keyboard and mouse, man. I'm over here playing funny games. But no, Darnell Hillman, bro. He might end up winning this mug, no cap.
Comes sweeping in with a patented hook dunk. 8-5, 8-5, and 9-5, the highest style point breakdown so far. And Darnell Hillman on his second time around goes in with a 36.5 score. And here is Mickey Johnson of the Chicago Bulls, his second time around in this round-robin tournament. Johnson, a real Cinderella story in the NBA, was dropped by Portland, the team that originally drafted him, got a tryout with the Chicago Bulls, and has become one of the better forwards in the NBA. A timing dunk, and Mickey Johnson whams that one down, so he is going 3 for 3. Timing was not quite there as Johnson bangs it off the back of the air. Here's his final try, and Mickey Johnson puts that down easily. So Mickey Johnson of the Chicago Bulls completes his 2 runs, and then the second one comes out with this style point breakdown. 7-5, 6-5, and 8. He hit 4 of his 5 shots. Mickey Johnson with a total of 30 points. And now, here is Richard Washington once again from the Kansas City Kings. Pump fake, and Richard Washington slams it down over the head. This is one of the best shooting big men to come into the NBA, some feel, since Bob Lanier came in. At 6'11", 230 pounds, a very graceful outside player with a height to play the inside game. The Kansas City Kings think he's going to be a great one in the seasons to come. And here is Richard Washington's final attempt. And down it goes as we await the style point breakdown. Richard Washington, who wasn't allowed to dunk at UCLA because he was outlawed by the NCAA, and here is his breakdown on the second 5 shots, 8-5, 8, and 8-5. He made all 5 slam dunk attempts. Richard Washington with 35 points. Total with his first round score of 34 points.
I wonder what team Darnell Hillman play for.
Darnell Hillman achieved with his 2 rounds. Mickey Johnson was the low scorer, so he is out of the competition. And Hillman and Washington advance. Now let's meet Richard Washington of the Kansas City Kings, a rookie who has advanced through 3 rounds of slam dunk competition. Richard, the competition gets tough up here, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. You find a lot of guys using a lot more artistic type dunks, not just the basic dunks. So you have to add a little something extra, I think.
As we talked in earlier rounds after you'd won, you couldn't dunk at UCLA. Coach Wood would make you run laps, and was outlawed by the NCAA. But you get your kicks doing that.
Oh, yeah. running laps wasn't any fun, but dunking now is, and I'm also glad to see the dunk back in college ball.
And the dunker's big money here could be $15,000. Richard Washington of the Kansas City Kings. And now let's meet the other man who won today, Darnell Hillman of Indiana.
Oh, he a
All
pacer.
right, this is little D.D. Hillman, who rooted his dad in tonight, as Darnell Hillman went through a second round of competition. And Darnell, it gets tougher as you go up. You're digging deeper into that bag of tricks.
I tell you, we got to, you know, as the competition wears down, the guys are coming in with spectacular dunk shots. So each night, you guys got to go home and dream up something new.
D.D., what's your dad get coming up? Anything good? D.D.'s 2 years old. He'll be rooting for Darnell Hillman, who advanced to this round of competition. Darnell Hillman of the Indiana Pacers.
Pacers, man. Pacers got other guy too.
Draft choice in the NBA. Look at this man get up in the air. Dawkins playing a very vital role with Philadelphia now, but 19 years old after the injury to Harvey Catchings. He switches hands there, goes to the left and sets it down. And now the big guy looks over that basket, gets set for this timing move. They don't have to dribble the ball. Look at him slam that down. Holds that ball like a grapefruit and bangs it through. All important to make all 5 slam dunk attempts. So many of the earlier competitions have been decided by a missed shot. And Darrell Dawkins does not get his final shot to go. So he gets 8 points, making 4 of 5. And now we await the judges' total on style points as we watch Darrell Dawkins in action again. Dawkins way up at 265 pounds, through with the left hand, and now watch him almost look under.
He don't look 265 though.
And Darrell Dawkins goes 4 for 5.
But he tall though.
A 7, 5, and an 8. So Darrell Dawkins comes out with 23.5 and 8 for slam dunks that were successful, a total of 31.5. And that's what Elvin Hayes has to shoot at next. Elvin Hayes of the
Elvin
Washington Bullets
Hayes.
set to go. Now in his 9th year out of the University of Houston. Big E comes around with a right-hand slam for his first attempt. That missed dunk shot by Darrell Dawkins could be a deciding factor in this competition between these 2 NBA big men. Elvin Hayes will be very cautious. This is his 2nd time around in the NBA slam dunk. He knows how important it is to hit them all. And yet, to get the style points, you've got to do things like that. You've got to turn around and set it down behind the head. The Big E gets after it again and bangs it down with 2
Nah,
hands. So
E.
Elvin Hayes gets all 5 attempts, a total of 10 points. And as the style points are computed by our 3-man panel, we'll watch the Big E in slow motion, turning around for a 180 slam. And now across the lane in a 2-hand stuff. And Elvin Hayes with an 8-5.
Good. Bro, it shouldn't be no number higher than a 7 right here.
An 8 and an 8.
Come on, man.
4.5 on style points, 10 points on slam dunk points, a total of 34.5. And so, Elvin Hayes advances to the quarterfinal round. Elvin Hayes, the Washington Bullets, just advanced to the quarterfinal round of the CBS Slam Dunk basketball competition. Elvin, is the dunk shot a tough shot as opposed to an outside shot?
I think the dunk shot is probably one of the hardest shots in basketball because you can miss a jump shot 20 feet out and no one thinks anything about it. But you miss a dunk shot, I think it's one of the hardest and one of the most embarrassing shots because it requires a lot more concentration, a lot more time, and just really keeping your eye on the basket and going up, putting the ball in. It's a shot that can easily be missed because you can put the ball too hard on the rim and it bounces way back. And so I think it's a very difficult shot.
A lot of people notice when you miss those dunks, don't they?
That's right. You know, sometimes you feel like you just want to put your head between your legs and go to the other end.
All right, Elvin, congratulations. Elvin Hayes of the Washington Bullets advancing to the quarterfinal round. Here's a player having a big season for the Detroit Pistons. His coach, Herb Brown, said it was really like getting a #1 draft choice with experience. He was signed as a free agent. Played with St. Louis of the ABA last season. M.L. Carr led his small college team, Guilford College in North Carolina, the NAIA National Championship. He's a power running forward with a great ability, as you see, to get up in the air and set it down. And now here's the final attempt of M.L. Carr of the Detroit Pistons on his first time around this round robin. And Now we look for the style point breakdown from our panel of judges, and it's a very good one indeed. 37 points as M.L. Carr comes up for the second time around. Very difficult scores to beat for this young forward from the Detroit Pistons. M.L. Carr, the number 2 scorer on Detroit after being signed as a free agent this year behind the great Bob Lanier. Timing and concentration, the keys to slam dunking a basketball. M.L. Carr with very good concentration as he eyes the basket, comes down and bangs.
Bro, you're doing the same dunks.
And here is the style point breakdown. 8-5, 8-5, and 8-5 for M.L. Carr of Detroit. 25.5 a total with his 10 points for successful shots of 35.5.
These judges is bad.
Successful
Bad judges.
shots of 35.5. Now let's watch Ron Lee, the man they call the Kamikaze Man, Phoenix Suns. A superb all-around athlete. He was drafted by San Diego of the National Football League. Drafted by Portland of the North American Soccer League, and he was, of course, the number 1 draft choice of the Phoenix Suns. Ron Lee, one of the shorter players in the slam dunk competition, but one of the more spectacular leapers. There's his tough.
There we go, something.
Timing it on the bang off the floor and whipping it on down. Ron Lee, a great favorite all around the National Basketball Association, is up with an outstanding style point breakdown. 27 points and 10 for the slam dunks. He gets 37 points. And with his first round score, Ron Lee comes out with 72 points.
Kareem.
And here is the preeminent player in pro basketball today, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar of the Los Angeles Lakers. 7 feet 2 inches tall. Kareem getting 2 for 2 and going for his third. Now, you don't have to dribble the ball. There's no violations called for traveling with the ball or palming the ball. It's all done in the style of going up in the air and slam dunking the ball down. And the final attempt of Kareem, that sky hook slam dunk, so he gets all 5.
Bro, these judges, man.
And the breakdown for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is a total of 25 points, just like Ron Lee attained. 10 for the dunks, 35 points for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. 35.5. And now the second time around in this round robin for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. One of the great players in the history of the game. 5 times the NBA
okay.
player in 8 seasons. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar taking off just inside the free throw line to slam it down. Up and around, and he gets that one now. He's got a perfect streak going. It's so very important to hit all 5 attempts and make the shots good, because many of these competitions have been lost by missing a single shot. That small margin, 2 points.
I like that, Kareem.
The break.
It ain't no excuses for why LeBron never played in a dunk contest. Kareem is in a dunk contest.
Down on style for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Very excellent score, 9, 8.5, and 9.5, 27 on style, and 10 for the 5 shots that were good, 37 points. The same score as the big man from the Lakers attained, a total of 72 points. M.L. Carr, despite a great effort, came up just a point short. So he is out of the competition. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Ron Lee advance. I asked the big man from Los Angeles the big factors in becoming a good slam dunker.
It's mainly a question of agility. You have to be able to move your body in certain ways and make it do certain things. And I think it's going to be won by the agile people.
Good round, Kareem.
Time for the slam dunk final, and let's go to Don Crickey. Don?
Thank you, Brent. Basically, how the slam dunk works, if you've been with this throughout the season, each player will get 5 slam dunk attempts. For everyone that's good, it's worth 2 points. And the biggest determinant in scoring will come from a 3-man panel of judges who you'll meet shortly. The more difficult, the more artistic the slam dunk attempts, the more style points they get. A perfect score would be 40. Representing the Golden State Warriors, here is 6'9" Larry McNeil out of Marquette University. And his competition today from the Indiana Pacers, more recently traded to the New York Nets, from San Jose State, Darnell Hillman. And now let's meet our 3-man panel of judges. 10,015 for the. And
Nope, nobody want to meet these terrible judges. Okay. Last round, y'all.
Larry McNeil is 1 for 1. It is most important they make all 5 because in many of the competitions leading up to this, a missed shot has cost them.
Come on, Cameron,
Larry
man.
McNeil is 2 for 2 with 3 slam dunk attempts to go.
That was a decent dunk, though.
3 for 3. There are 5 designated shots on the floor. You see Larry going to a 4th. They can pick them in any order. That'll grade high on style points. A timing slam dunk, and Larry McNeil got all of it. There you have it. Larry McNeil goes 5 for 5, so he gets 10 points on scoring, and we'll watch him in slow motion now. Here comes Larry McNeil, who played with Maurice Lucas at Marquette. Hammering it down with the left hand. We'll watch him again now in slow motion as our judges break down the style points. He's already attained 10 points on scoring. And here we are as we look at the judges. 8-5, 8-5, and 8-5, a total of 25.5, a total of 35.5 for Larry McNeil. And that's what Darnell Hillman has to shoot at now. $15,000
You got this,
on the line.
Darnell. You got this, Darnell. Oh, he did it again.
Darnell Hillman behind the head on a reverse. They call him Dr. Dunk in Indiana. From San Jose State, 6'9", 215-pound Darnell Hillman. All of it. All of it. Darnell is now 3 for 3. Remember, he's shooting at 35.5, and Larry McNeil made all 5 of his attempts. Can he do it? Here is the final attempt now from straightaway down the middle.
Ooh.
Darnell Hillman with a big effort shooting at Larry McNeil's very fine score of 35.5. And we'll watch Darnell now in slow motion. Way up and down. That was his second attempt. Kind of a double clutch. Darnell Hillman. Here he comes on a third attempt. They're waiting that style point breakdown. All right, let's see what the judges score on Darnell Hillman. 8-5, 9-5, and 9. So Darnell Hillman edges out Larry McNeil for the $15,000 first prize.
You got this, Darnell.
Our champion and our runner-up right now, Darnell.
I know a winner when I see one, man.
We had some tough people to beat, Darnell, along the way. You beat Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Richard Washington, among others. Moses Malone, congratulations.
Thank you, Don. I'd just like to say thank you to my family for standing behind me and helping me get through this little ordeal. I had a little work to do, and I went out and did it. And I'm happy about it.
You got some money coming in the mail. Congratulations, Darnell.
All right, thank you.
Darnell Hillman. Now let's go to Brent Musburger.
John, tell Darnell to hold up. I got Julia serving. I want the winner. Rick, you and Steve.
Anyway, that was a good dunk contest. Y'all, I will be watching every dunk contest, so be prepared to watch some of that. And eventually we'll do 3-point contest as well. Man, it would have been nice to see Kareem in the finals, but that was a good dunk contest. Darnell definitely deserved it. They was well judged on that. Drop some more videos, hit that thumbs up, and hit that subscribe button, man. We close to 5K. We might hit 5K by the time y'all see this. I don't know, but we on the road to 10K after that. So subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.